to try and create more space for him.
Bounty.
Or either let MP and mid
bounty.
1 just do a lot more work.
Yeah. Puppy has to do what he did in the last game. He prioritized a lot on helping mid 1 the last game, but this game he might have to help out Kazu more on the offlane because Puck is not that great of an offlaner. We see Wings do it, but it's mostly with the draw aura. Like, without the draw, they don't usually do Puck offlane. So I expect Puppy to rotate around Kazu and help him get levels and farm a lot more this game.
Interested to see now how our lanes will play out. Templar Assassin already with the extra Sentry, Warden Tango, so looking to try and keep herself safe in the mid lane. Chemo's going to help out. He's got the other Sentry Ward and Obs. All of this has been scattered out by the early movement of Puppy. Came up very quickly to the tier 1 tower and had a bit of a peek. And DJ's already been forced off that bottom rune.
Yep, and safe lane Slada as well, something XCTN like to utilize a lot. Slada safe lane plus a TA mid, something they ran a few times. And the rune, Abed.
Puppy's here as well. Kazu wants to try and find it. Quick orb back up to the hillside and away. It was still, however, OD and TA that grabbed the rune, so Kazu has to tank a fair chunk of damage for this.
Yep, again, looking at the early game ward so far, Secret has chosen to place one in around the mid lane, giving mid 1 the vision he needs. Like, if you have a vision on top of the hill on the mid lane, it gives you a lot more opportunities to harass and pull the creep wave to your direction because you have the vision. You're going to be able to right click the hero to pull the creep aggro very effectively. And Puppy, so he's going to be moving towards the top lane, giving Puck some help. And Rappy at the moment still trying to decide whether he's going to pull the creeps or he's going to stack around the 50 plus second mark and get a double pull. And whereas for the other support on the Witch Doctor, he's heading all the way back to top lane right now. Gave mid some help previously. But
well, we get to pause across 3 screens at this point.
So right now, I think, I'm not sure why they actually placed the Naga on the safe lane here. I was kind of expecting, we were discussing about the Naga support here previously. I was kind of expecting the Naga to be helping DJ more. And the Witch Doctor to be the sole support on the top lane, pulling and just making sure that the Slada gets towards his blink.
And instead XCTN is like, this is when you almost get punished, right? Like, you're looking for safety.
I mean, I guess they are kind of okay with DJ against the Ayo and the Sven. I think Timber should be, I guess Timber will be fine against these two heroes because both of them are strength heroes, and Willing Death is gonna be a huge problem for these two heroes. And
is it when you rotate support down instead, like once Timber hits his level 4? Because there's another point where Timber gets more in a risky position, he starts the creep skip.
Probably not creep skip, I think, in this lane, because Sven and Ayo, when they have levels, the Storm Hammer, I think you can choose to, you rarely see this, but you can choose to get 2 points in the stun for this lane, for MP. I've seen players do it in a very difficult lane, where you want to have that better lane dominance on the Sven, instead of trying to go for the all-out greed on your cleave, maxing your cleave. So I think this is the kind of lane that you might want to prioritize another point onto the Storm Hammer, just for the spell burst. And you want to get your spirits on the Ayo.
So with all that damage and maybe a rotation in from Puppy, they could kill off that offlaner.
Yeah, it really depends on how aggressive DJ plays. If he is conservative, he just makes sure he's farming and getting... I think once he gets to level 5, I don't see any way Secret can actually kill him. But before that, there's always a chance. They're going to drop a Storm Hammer onto the Timbersaw here, trying to go aggressive on him. They realize he doesn't have his reactive armor, so they're going to be really, really aggressive. One last right click!
Oh, south.
Oh, that was good enough for Secret there. Removing the south. They realized DJ went for the aggressive Whirling Death build at level 1, so it doesn't have that extra armor to fend off the right clicks of Secret there. And another Storm Hammer onto DJ.
Oh, that's trouble. That's real trouble. He can't get away from that one.
That was way too aggressive by DJ there.
Small little interruption with the pause, and as we come straight back in, you lose the Timbersaw. Team Secret safe lane looking even better now.
And top lane, looking at the Puck, look at his last hits. He has 5 last hits so far, so the rotation from Puppy previously definitely made some space for him to ensure that he gets his levels.
Mid lane, Puppy's going to come into here as well, looking for the Templar Assassin. There's an Orb of Venom only. The damage will not be
And
enough, but at least makes Arbed think twice.
This is really not good, like for XCTN. This is like when Secret runs their over, they are pressuring two lanes, and bottom lane DJ once again getting pushed out of the lane.
That movement speed with the Warcry as well. Pylai Dai is going to drop down low. No more bottle charges
There's
available
another
with the
stun.
tether slow.
There's
They
another
keep
stun from
DJ
the Sven.
slowed up, and now Sven, there she blows with a Storm Hammer, and now there's 2 deaths to the offlaner of Execration. And Pylai Dai, a much-deserved trip back to base.
Oh, this is just a really, really bad start for Timber. Like, Timber needs to have a good start in the laning phase. That's why I felt like the Naga earlier would have it would have been better for him to ensure that your Timber gets to that level 2 reactive armor safely with the permanent shield, then the lane will be secured. But because they probably felt like Timber would have been fine anyways. But that is starting to hurt them right now with the 2 deaths and Puppey. Suiciding to the neutrals, there's standard support stuff nowadays, and getting your mana back on the fountain, TPing out.
An easy quick trip home. Even if it says he died,
So he's going bottom lane to try and kill DJ one more time. I think if Timber dies now, it'll be like super bad for them.
Does Timber even, like, there's no detection on this bottom lane.
And there's 2 points on stun on the Sven as well, so they have more damage on the spell burst.
Combining up with Janata, that's a lot of slow. Here comes your Stormbolt. And Pumpy, there's the double slows kicking in. DJ can whirling death, but it won't matter. He is so totally dead. 3 hero kills already for Secret.
This Timber is right now done for in the lane. He can't really go to the lane anymore. He needs the supports to rotate over to help him.
It was meant to be the Puck who was going to have the hard off lane, not the Timbersaw.
Yeah, but I was kind of expecting like the Naga to be there at the bottom lane at the start of the game. So I think this is a decision that XCTN might have to go back and think about it after the game, whether it was the right call for them. Like, Timber is right now struggling really hard in the laning phase because of that decision.
To sacrifice the Timber over trying to get the Puck sacked by Team Secret.
I don't think they wanted to sacrifice the Timber. They felt Timber would be fine against that lane.
Pylai's coming in, the tether, not in the perfect position. Now it is Arbed. Spirit Balls are out as well, and Arbed, no way to live when K2 rotates over. Refraction's protecting him, but it won't protect him from that. All 3 attacks fly his way. They burn through the defensive refraction.
What a play, like what a movement by Secret. They were synchronizing movement from the off lane and the support moving in towards the mid lane at the same time. And I think if Kezu didn't make his move towards the mid lane, they would not have gotten that kill onto the TA. So great teamwork there from Secret once again.
Perfect rotations. So you've killed the off lane of Execration. The mid lane is kind of rough. Like, it's 11-5 against the 22-14.
Look at this Timber. He's walking back to base right now. Gosh, and he died 3 times.
That is not the dream. He's not even going to pick, like, always going to pick up a PMS and try and go back to that lane. That won't even protect him from what Secret are tossing out.
Yep, that's not going to be enough anymore now. And Puppey going to move towards the mid lane right now. But there's going to be like 2 heroes right now. Kimo realizes he needs to deal with this bounty. Like, this bounty has been causing so much problems throughout all the lanes. And top lane, if you look at the Puck, it's very difficult for the Slada and to get an initiation on the Puck. He can easily dodge either the stun from the Witch Doctor with the phase shift and all the way. And it's going to be a scan down.
Yeah, they were looking for Poppy. They were looking for the attack to come in from the side. What they should also be careful about is their recovery mechanism. Yeah, DJ, we're going over again. Paralyzing Cask will fly out. Pylai and MP are going to cop most of this. And Pylai actually hopping the tower hits as well. He's got 1 more bottle charge now being triggered. So he needs the safety to get back in around the tree line. But Execration have to be careful about their dire stack. This is what's going to allow the TA to catch up for the CS that she's missed in the mid lane. But Poppy's already scouted out the fact that it's been doubled.
Yeah, this TA really needs like ancient stacks. Like, he needs every stack he can get himself on. Ancient stacks, jungle stacks, whatever the supports can offer for him. Like, all the lanes right now are, apart from the Salas lane, are going really bad for XCTN. So they need to dedicate at least one of their supports, right? So right now Kimo is doing the babysitting job for the other 2 lanes. He's moving around, placing wards, trying to stack some jungle camps for the TA. And Puppey gonna scout it out. Might make a movement here.
He stays at a range of the tower, but if he goes... Actually, yeah, he probably got scouted out just then by the Observer Wall for bottom lane. DJ, MP already started on him. Timber chain away. Not far enough. The Wisp Spirits come in. And Sven with 1 last hit is making this game seem very much like the first game in the series. A one-sided affair going the way of Team Secret.
And Puppey is going to block the camp as well. He scout out Kimo, is trying to stack the Ancients. He's going to body block the camp here. So just perfect movement by the Secret Captain once again. And he has 3 wards.
They saw him do it too, thanks to the observer ward on the hill.
He's going to be able to plant some deep observer wards right now.
They're trying to go for mid. DJ just TP'd in behind the tower. Puppey is nearby, but he's out of range of the vision of the tower.
I mean, this is like the problem of Timber. If you don't get a good start, you can't really help your lanes. I mean, you can try and help, but you're not going to offer much.
Chemo, TA trap.
I mean, he's going to have tether.
Yeah, gets him in range to get the paralyzing cask off. There's nothing to, nothing's close enough to tether him to.
I mean, if you compare it to a Slada off lane, if you can't go to your lane, you're going to be able to sprint around. At least you're going to offer something to your team. But the Timber roaming this early is not going to offer anything at all to your team.
I'm actually kind of surprised at the end, like Puppey cancels the stack from the Witch Doctor, because it's just going to work for MP. MP will just God Strength and take the stack before they can stop him.
I mean, like, it's just like safety. You don't want to play around the fact that, oh, you want to let them stack so you can steal it. Like, it's just better off for you to just block it off and stack your own. I mean, look at their Ancients as well. It's not going to be contested later. Oop. Puppey stealing some experience here. Trying to get that last hit as well.
Yeah, he got it.
Well played. I'm commending this bounty hunter for sure.
Well, I'm sure Execration will be reporting him. Welcome to low priority, Puppey. You can join Sing Sing. Alright, meanwhile, back at the farm. MP, look at the net worth on this Ven. 5.3k practically. Up against the safe laner of Execration, who's sitting at 2.8k, and this is the hero that you babysat with your two supports. Obviously, the rotations have started from Execration, but this Slaughter is getting nowhere near as much as I thought he would. He's going to have like a raw blink as his first item.
He has to get a blink. Like some games you see safe lane Slaughter get a armlet first, like QO does that a lot. But this game, I think he has to get a dagger first to, to make space. Like, he's the only one that's going to be able to... Oh, Coil. This is the last hero. You want to go down here, Gabby? Going to get gone on Bounty?
Oh, Slaughter, the triple crush. He needs a way out. He's amplifying and standing its ground.
Oh my god. Once again, look at the movement of Secret. They're like really synchronized between the two supports moving around, like with the puck as well. Like, perfect movement there, getting... And that was like the last kill you want to give as XCTN. The Slaughter at 2.1k goal. He was going to get his dagger and start to help his team.
And now, again, like we're finding ourselves in the same position. The Battle Rider couldn't get his Blink Dagger early because he ended up having his stack stolen. And now the safe laner who was meant to get his Blink Dagger, same player, is getting nothing. Like, you're going to push the Templar Assassin over, so at least Arbez now going to get the stack, which they have.
If you notice the similarities between the first game and the second game, both games they heavily relied on Gabby to get a quick blink. And both games he couldn't get a quick blink.
It's because Secret just had their number.
And Kezo here...
MP's moving over.
They have relocated up. They're gonna try to set up with maybe a Storm Hammer.
Oh, they have to protect this stack. Execration need this stack on the Templar Assassin. If MP's allowed to grab this, they're gonna lose so much. DJ's in the neighborhood, but already they've lost half the stack.
Oh
Rappy's nearby,
God,
Puppey. Now the dust will come out. They're gonna snare look for Puppey, but Chemo, he's down low. Where is the movement coming? Right now, you've already lost one. MP starting his TP out. He grabs a stack and gets away with murder. Keizu was even in the neighborhood. So you killed the Witch Doctor. Puppey was the one being initiated on the start of all of that.
Oh my god.
And Execration, the one to lose the hero.
Secret are just playing the perfect game of Dota 2, guys, here. Every movement is perfect. They are reading their opponents very well. XCTN just unable to respond to any of the movements that Secret has done so far. Startup Blink should be online. Yep, it's online, so they have to make a move now. They need to kill someone with this Blink.
Well, they can try. Fresh Echo Saber just came on this event, and mid one.
Mid lane, Stardust tipping in.
Yeah, they're looking for an opening. If they can do it, here's your Blink forward. Gabby, he needs more distance! Now he'll get imprisoned up. There was no ensnare, there's no Song of the Siren. They ruled on Puppey, but he started the TP straight away. The crunch from Gabby, also too late! Oh, here's Space Coconut. Space Coconut!
Oh no!
Got him.
Come on, man, Puppey again. Both games he's been causing so much problems to XCTN with his roam. Like,
you have to ban.
How can you ban all his heroes?
You can't ban it. Puppey's been playing this game since the dawn of time. There is no limit to this man's heroes.
The issue is like the playstyle, the way they are playing Dota. They always have like a hero that's gonna annoy you. Be it the Ogre, be it the Enchantress, Bounty,
it's not
Ricky.
Just when you just draft like stronger laning heroes, like bring in something with a little bit more punch, like bring in like the Sand King to that off lane, get something more aggressive than the passive Naga
really,
Siren.
Timber is also really strong if you get a good start. The issue with this game is Timber did not get a good start. Like Naga, they did not dedicate a support to...
Middle lane prep. OD imprisonment.
Slada's coming over.
Abed, he's holding on to it. Now the Slada crush. He only hits on Pylite Eye. Poppy's in the neighborhood. The OD ulti has already crushed the plus point. The matter. MP, one more swing. One more swing.
Oh,
there she is.
That's a track kill as well. This is going from bad to worse once again for XCTN.
Still
Relocate. He's going to come in.
Yeah, they're looking for Rappy, but Rappy ran down south.
DJ's tracked up though. They have the movement speed.
The Observer Ward sees Chemo. He takes so much damage.
He's diving there.
Highlight die. 4 points. Orbs. Now they get to track over on Chemo. Paralyzing Cast can make this a little bit more difficult, but not impossible. DJ back behind the tower. The Orb. No, he is not going to follow that one through Keizu.
Gosh, Keizu is also really close to his blink after getting a face boots, bracer, a wand. Like even Keizu is more farm than your enemy's safe laner. That is huge problems here for XCTN.
It is just kill streaks galore, not a single one for Execration.
Oh my god.
And now MP is going to be rich as Scrooge McDuck. This is so much money. Not even, like, you don't even have to commit God Strength anymore. He's already a level 11 Sven. Pylite die, he may not have much, but he'll pick up an urn. Bounty's going to have never-ending mana, and this is going to get worse and worse for Execration. As time goes on, the bounty's going to go up in levels. There's going to be more track gold coming in, more than already is arriving for Team Secret. And they need an answer. Like, where is your answer?
Both the movements, remember, before the Slada made 2 movements so far with the dagger, both felt very pressured. That's why he was not making the best out of the situation. He only stunned 1 hero in the mid lane, and he missed the stun previously. Like you could tell the Slada's under a lot of pressure because of the whole situation that the team is in. He understands that he is the only one that can save the game right now. He needs to get pickoffs, he needs to make space. He has so many things he needs to do right now for the team. He needs to help the Timber, he needs to make space for TA, he needs to give the support some farm.
Team Secret, they scan.
And Secret are just not going to let any of that happen. They're just going to keep running at them. Relocate is up as well, so this is going to be dangerous times for XCTN.
They're looking for Arbit. They see the creeps moving back into the camp. They feel the fresh, hot scent of the Templar Assassin's feet. But they do not find an opening.
I think if they kill Abel once again, the game will probably be too far out of reach for XCTN. They need to keep their cause alive and get a play with this Slada.
Here they come. They look for the opening.
The backstab.
They've been waiting for him. Execration have been setting up on this bottom lane for a very long time, and they're out. No more. TP. DJ?
He's going to stay though. He's going to want to stay, like, maybe.
Just doesn't want to get hit by the spirits. No, he's definitely leaving.
It's like, there's no way he can farm. No. It's a big problem. Like, Timber is not going to be useful at all with no farm.
So you get no farm on a Timbersaw. You have a Slada who, even though he has a Blink Dagger, is going to die the second he blinks in.
Look at the net worth. Like, the Pylite Eye IO is richer than your Timber. That's a big problem. Like, the enemy support is richer than your offlaner.
If you just want to look at it overall, it's almost 13 grand going the way of Team Secret.
1,000 gold a minute is like basically a stomp. Early game stomp.
Yep. And there's more money coming. Like, mid one affords up a hand of Midas. Now he can build into whatever the hell he wants to.
Maybe
they even have to go
maybe
like
they can try. Maybe they can try to smoke into the Roshan. Try to snag a Roshan. They have Slada and TA. They need to do something.
But you need your Naga Song. Like, until that point, you need to have Naga Song of the Siren to protect yourself.
Naga's level 5.
Once Gabby's going to get his first crush, relocate, they're coming in, they're bringing in more support, and it's going to be mid one. Gabby will be tracked up, and then the Dream Core Keizu with a blink forward, and the Rift, they'll hold him there and bring him down. DJ looking for some revenge. He'll try and slice Poppy, but no, the imprisonment! Mid one kept him out of trouble, and now executes DJ under the tier 1. So the Slada, the Timber, and the Naga also died on bottom, trying to just soak up some more experience. But this is 12-0. Is Execration going to get anything in this game? It seems like Secret are just immortals.
I mean, at this point, they're going to have to count on Secret to make a big mistake for them to be able to come back into the game. The lead is just too big of a problem for XCTN to handle right now.
Here we go again. Mid one has a double damage rune also in his bottle. TA, luckily she had a refraction up, so doesn't take any damage from the imprisonment, allows her to blink away to safety.
Well, they really need to, like, so far nothing has happened for XCTN. They have not made any successful movements with the blink on Slada. And everyone is just like suffering from lack of space, lack of farm. I don't know, if nothing happens in the next few minutes, the game will just be over for Execration.
So they need to force something. Smoke up, try and make the most of a Templar Assassin with a Blink Dagger. Get her to jump in. Gabby, you've had this Blink for a while, but he needs an opening. Team Secret's positioning's just been a hell of a lot better. This Observe Ward that's up quite nicely. Blink and Dust, Puppy's already away. It's this fresh ward that got planted down that just cancels this gank out for Execration. And Team Secret is going to 5-man it. Eclipse is still on cooldown, but it looks like mid one just, well, he doesn't really care.
Do you even need that at this point?
Not really.
You're just going to run them down with your AWP attacks. They're even expecting Execration might be trying to steal Roshan. So, or they have a ward. Okay,
they have two perfectly
they have a
positioned
ward.
wards.
Okay, they see them.
But they're going for the trade-off. So MP and Pylai Die will attack the top
They have
tower.
relocate,
You send
though.
the other three in. Rappy's going to get scouted. Remember, there's still no Song of the Siren. Orb will fly in. Roshan's not low, but mid one. Okay, this OD's got a little bit of power behind him.
Well, casually finds a Naga.
They're prepping. They're prepping. The Dream Coil. 3. Puck catches them out, then orbs away. They can't go anywhere, but they can bring down Keizu.
Where's the relocate?
It never came. They're still pushing in the top lane, so there's no opening there, Puppy. Now they come in, and that Timber doesn't survive very long.
Huh.
It's like they were waiting for mid
That's
one.
kind of strange that they did not actually relocate on top of the Dream Coil there. That was a perfect setup by Keizu there. All those heroes would have been dead if he came with the relocate. But Paladai gonna go down here after being sent back towards the top lane.
It doesn't really matter for Secret. You give Execration 2 kills, but now Roshan is...
They're not gonna complain about whatever you give them at this point. They're just gonna take being that far behind. But Mid-Non gonna get out the Aegis of Immortal right now, so good luck killing him twice. Like, you can't even kill him one time.
This is just an easy ticket now for mid one. He can be even more aggressive than he already is. And doesn't have to worry about, losing his killing spree. He's still only 2-0-4 in this OD, but...
You have Aegis, you have the relocate.
Maybe it's the Sven you're more worried about. 180 CS in 19 minutes. And he has a full Assault Cuirass.
Pre-20 minutes Assault Cuirass.
You know, it's watching these games where you understand why Team Secret took no longer than 23 minutes in all of their group stage games. Like, this is crushing.
Oh, the hardest games were the games that played Mineski. That's a lot of weight.
It really was. Like, yesterday's games were absolutely amazing. Team Secret have just turned up today and they're playing terrific Dota.
I think the problem with both of the games for XCTN is like their supports didn't really create enough space in the early game. They had really good laning support in my opinion, but the lanes were like constantly being, like Puppy was the main problem in both of the games, and Execration supports did not really deal with the Puppy movements in the early game.
Is this how deep Execration have to be to smoke? They almost went to their tier 4 towers at one point. They'd love to do it.
You have no map control, you're playing against a bounty, you have to assume all the lanes are awarded. So
at the same time, you're also smoking out, and like this is the vision right now on the mini-map for the Dire side. They have one Observe Ward in mid lane, which just saw mid one.
A scan.
Yeah, they're scanning inside, or just behind the tower, wondering if that's where they're waiting.
They might try to get MP, but there's relocate there's like Pylai to relocate him out here.
Oh, if they could find Pylai Die, they might be able to isolate MP. A Pylai Die, the ball's around at the same time. Here goes your crush. MP turns around, looking for the fight. Paralyzing cast will line him up now with the Death Ward. Io needs to drop. Puck will kill off Templar Assassin in the meantime. Relocate. It was attempted but failed. MP taking through it. The damage. Where's your cleave? Here comes Timbersaw. He'll bring in the damage, and finally Execration are getting something. They lose their Templar Assassin. That was the fight that was happening in the meantime. The supports arrived. Mid one. He was part of that mid kill, and now they lock in DJ with no more mana. Execration get kills, but at what cost? Gabby is on the run. Blink's still on cooldown for the moment. But they keep the vision up to track, thanks to track.
Still, it's a good trade for Execration. They got kills. They got the spend. So that's a lot of gold into their pockets. And it's an even 2-for-2 trade. Even though it's 2 cores going down for a support and a core, but it's still a good trade for Execration since they're so far behind.
Yep. In fact, especially because you stopped the 8-kill streak of the Sven. So all that money, it went into the Timbersaw. He got almost 1,200 gold for that kill. And that can get him back on track. It gives him his Bloodstone recipe, at least. He's kind of missing a lot of other critical parts for it. That's a
Oh, they see
small
him.
problem.
They see him.
My sentry's down, but what are you going to do? It's still a
He's
bounty
trying
with
to
an early
bait.
medallion. Now Blink, Crush, bed, big hit.
Oh, the prison!
And Keizu! And they hit him down! Come on! Execration just wanted something. Puppy's even. Oh, the paralyzing cask! It flew out. I'll find the kill. Odie will drop.
Oh
they
no,
need more damage.
he's deep in enemy territory here.
There's no paralyzing cask, but they have the damage. Keizu with the silence tries to create a little bit more space, but in comes MP from the back, just looking to slice and dice him up. Timber Chain back inside the base. Bed now the tether 40 blinks away to safety. And Team Secret, they're farmed. They're a long way ahead, but they still don't want to dive too deep. They focus on the objective.
And they're gonna bring MP back towards the bottom lane to continue farming. There's no need for them to force anything. They have full map control. They are gonna be able to farm the map and out-farm XCTN anyways. It's very difficult for them to leave the base. Like you said, they had to smoke inside their base. They're not even feeling safe smoking outside because they do not have any idea where the bounty placed the wards.
Execration catching small breaks. At least this is starting to flatline. Only 20k the net worth advantage for Team Secret.
Only 20k.
I'm looking again. Right side, silver lining, Winter. That's what we push for. But MP rapidly approaching a BKB. The control which XCTN has is like, it won't be enough. This Timber has, again, like there's so much pressure on the shoulders of DJ. Just to keep Execration up.
I think it's more... Oh,
no. He knew it. He knew it. Wait, are they?
Oh, they have no vision. They have no vision.
They got no detection. It's funny because he walked underneath the observer ward of Team Secret after he planned down the sentry. He said, can you please de-ward this? And then continued to walk into Team Secret's territory. But asking for trouble, but Glimmer Cape. Witch Doctor. At least having some money to work with.
I'm surprised he has... Oh yeah, he got the kill just now, remember, onto Puppy?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why that's how he got his goal for the Glimmer. I mean, it's considering the situation they're in, a support getting a Glimmer is a very good sign for Execration.
They can get Glimmer, Desolator can now be purchased up by the Templar Assassin. You're not going to be having any buybacks coming into the next fight apart from Timbersaw.
Screw buyback at this point, you just want your items.
They find an opening, it's going to be Gabby, Blink. He actually got the crush shot, but it was already too late. Keizu arrived in the back of the orb. They relocated over and a very quick kill.
I mean, I think Keizu might also be going into like a quick Dagon to take out the supports. He has a Staff right now, Staff of Wizardry. It's gonna be really good for them. Being able to remove the supports from the get-go, especially the Naga. You wanna kill him before... Have you even seen a song yet so far?
Actually, he's already finished the Yules. That's what he's got. It's still going to have the same effects. You're able to Yules up a Witch Doctor if you get Vision. Abed, he doesn't have any Vision, the Courier. So we can't go for that. If you're trying to farm in the only safe place there is, the place where Team Secret isn't, their side of the river. Alright, this is smoke time. This has to be gang time.
I mean, they have to try. They already have all their main items up. They need to try to make a kill happen. Roche is gonna spawn in the next few minutes. Ideally, you want to get a kill, a big kill, get a tower or get Roshan after. Like, they need to get a lot from this smoke. It's probably their last smoke for some time. No, there's still one more smoke in base. So they still need to make this work.
Oh, mid one.
He's alone.
He is a long way out alone, but when he's got a Hurricane Pike and still has Blink Dagger available, is too far to travel. Instead, it's going to be DJ. The relocate's coming in, and that Timbersaw. Oh, he's got no armor to work with, and this gang from Execration, not only does it fail, the creep wave scouts out their movements. They start the TPs. Will everybody get out? Song of the Siren. Naga holds the puck in position. There's no TP up for Templar Assassin yet, but the stun! MP! He BKB so he can come in under the song. Lets the Storm Bolt go, and now Rappy, don't run towards your own teammate. You do not want to give him any information. Abed's in biz inside of Melt, so the orb doesn't see him. Keizu smells something.
Oh, that was track as well on so many heroes. That was a very big kill for XCTN. And you could tell he was running to the trees, and Abed was like hiding there. He was like, "Go away, brother."
Just don't tell them I'm here. Don't tell them I'm here. You ratted me out. Slaughter might have a little bit more initiation range once he completes this 4-staff he's working on.
I mean, still, it's not like a big game changer for them. Like, they need to get big items on the TA. plus the Timber. Both of these heroes need a lot of items. Like
Timber's still just hoping he can complete at one point a Bloodstone. And he's been working on this for the entire game.
it's going to take a while at this point.
Blink, Crush, they find an opening. It's going to be Puppy, relocates on the way in. Puppy still taking terrible damage, but they got the OD imprisonment mid one. Moves forward. Execration, move back for DJ. Waits his time out nicely, and now
OD.
with the root, he throws the ulti down, but it's not enough damage. Timbersault buys back. They end another streak. Again, it's Witch Doctor who's finding these kills. Well, I suppose it all goes towards a nice Aghanim Scepter,
good.
and that's going to be difficult for Secret to deal with.
Can say goodbye to your Bloodstone now, Timbersault.
But you can say hello to a Witch Doctor 3 position.
Witch Doctor Aghanims? Sounds like a good idea.
It's got to be it, man. Like, there's no other choice. They have to, like Team Secret, get together and then blast them all down. Problem is, you've got level 4 Warcry and Assault Cuirass, which kind of negates a lot of what Witch Doctor does.
I mean, you have the Slada Amp and the Meld Dessel from TA. That kind of helps a bit.
As you can target down one hero.
That's like the dream for the Witch Doctor to get to Ags this game. They're gonna get a gem on Pylai Die.
What did Chemo actually buy? He bought the staff.
Something, right?
He bought a Staff of Wizardry.
I hope it's not 4-star.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not a 4-star either, but they may be thinking that's the only way to initiate. The other way to initiate is using your Song of the Siren aggressively.
How much will it change the game though?
Not a hell of a lot, but if you've got the double 4-star combining up with the Slaughter, maybe you give Gabby the range. It's not going to find the kill, but at least might get like, it doesn't even, because even you get like a one-man crushing hit on Puppy, the relocate comes in.
You have to be able to win the fights. I don't see them like coming back into the game any other way. They need to win the fights. They have to rely on like positioning. Like the Slaughter Crush has to land on multiple targets, plus the Witch Doctor Cask. Then on top of that, they need the Timber Chakram plus the Witch Doctor Ultimate. There's a lot of ifs that need to happen.
It's a lot of ifs.
I've seen like can't remember what game was it. Like they played the team played a Naga support, and he basically ran behind the team fight. When his team initiated in front, he songed the IO behind, so he couldn't relocate. They probably have to do like things like that to win the fight. Like they need to stop the IO from relocating the target in front.
Team Secret are coming to win the game if they can now. They're going to enter into Execration's top lane. MP commits the gold strength straight away with the help of Pylai Die. He's also going to bottle up Haste Rune. Going to be difficult to catch him out. Song of the Siren, Gabby, he blinked backwards. I don't think he meant to do that. He double tapped his blink and went straight back to the well. Now MP will just BKB. Gabby's waiting out. He's got one more second. Now his blink is off cooldown. The root will be on this Ven, so the BKB timing is being wasted a little bit. Even amplification. Making Sven think twice about staying on the front lines.
What actually just happened?
I'm not certain exactly what the initiation was meant to be. But
I was even surprised
the objective
he popped.
is gained.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised he popped his BKB as well. Like, I don't think he was in any form of danger. Like, because once he pops his BKB...
Yule Scepter onto the Templar Assassin.
Relocate.
She's in danger. Here comes the relocate in. And with the quick X, Templar Assassin will drop and the orb forward. Didn't jaunt, however. Chemo was away under the cover of Glimmercape, but that's 1 full minute without the Templar Assassin because she bought up the Ogre Club to try and get to a BKB and save the money. So more pressure on Execration. They need to hold their high ground for 50 seconds. Luckily, it looks like Secret have no intention of pushing in.
They're gonna maybe scout out Roshan here with Kezu. Is he gonna go over? But Execration already knew Roshan is up.
Gabby said, oh, nice blink. Dodges the Storm Bolt. They got help from DJ. Secret was setting that one up thanks to their aggressive Observer Ward.
Yep, they're gonna claim the Roshan now. Not much Execration could do without the song. Still 90 seconds before it comes back online.
Do they have... I don't have smoke.
Now, even if they have smoke, I don't think they can actually win this fight or even try to contest. Without song, it's just too difficult.
Okay, you've got 2 Immortals. There's, like, Roshan, if you can drop 2 Immortals, that's what they have. There's Nagus over on OD, but there's a full Satanic completed over on MP.
How are they going to kill the Sven?
They don't. It's pretty much the answer.
Okay.
You wait until everyone else is dead and then you deal with him.
They make him pop his BKB, they song the other heroes, then snare him and they try to deal with him.
You still don't have enough quick damage for that. Like, amplification as well as Meld can help you on that front.
But what other options are there?
I suppose the upside is MP won't kill you straight away because he's not walking around with the Daedalus, so it's not a huge amount of damage he's got. He's very tanky. He's very survivable.
But he's very tanky. So if you can't kill him, it doesn't really matter as well. Like he just needs to kill your buildings at this point. Like if you and stay alive in the fights with the IO backing him up. Yeah, sure, he doesn't have the burst damage to kill you with the Daedalus, but I mean at this point, because the OD still packs a lot of damage in the team fights, so the Sven doesn't really need to go for that all-out damage build, because he's not the only one dealing damage in the fights. All he needs to do is just make sure he survives and tank for the OD.
Well, if he can do that, he'll be very happy. Execration, if they can just find a kill before this push from Secret happens. They'll also be very happy. Puppy was their last one they looked at. Blink Crush, this feels very similar to before. Akazu quick on the mark, they'll take the stun. MP jumps in under the cover of BKB. Song of the Siren doesn't cancel anything. 2 heroes down. A 44-second window now forced open by Team Secret.
Now, even with buyback on the Naga, he's not going to be able to accomplish much with his buyback, so it looks like at least 2 sides of Rex will go down here for Execration, and most likely mean the game as well. I can't really see how they're going to be able to come back from this.
Anyone jumping in, he's on the creating space, keeping Templar Assassin out. Chemo already using his Glimmer Cape. Bit of a problem when you're thinking about using Death Ward too. You want to have it off cooldown for your Death Ward. I suppose you are going up against a gem, so maybe it doesn't make as much sense anyway, and a lot of tracks. So yeah, there's 2 lanes of racks. Execration, you just have to wait.
I mean, Secret can still easily fight them right now with 5 heroes, even with 5 heroes up.
You got BKB off cooldown on this event in 14 seconds. Not that he even really needs it, but it's like once he's got it,
I'm really struggling to find how XCTN can actually win the fights. Like even with the song just now, like if the Sven pops the BKB, he can still kill the other heroes fast enough, even without the Daedalus. It's not much options left. Buyback, how about buyback?
Yeah.
They have no buyback, okay.
There's nothing available. Maybe if they had mid-one's money, they could buy back the entire of Execration. He's walking around with 6,000 on this OD. Like, if he wants to just buy a Moonshard now, he can do that. If he ever wants to drop his hand of Midas, which he's still got.
Dude, he can drop his Hex now and they're still going to win the game.
Hey, speaking of Hex, Kazu's just got one. Like, this Puck. This is your offlane Puck. This is the guy you committed 3 heroes at the start to try and keep shut him down. He's got a Blink, Hex, Yules, and then the Phase Boots just to boot. This is just a simple execution now for Team Secret, and Execration, they need to go for something. Like, there has to be some level of Hallelujah play. You got 1 smoke left over on the Courier. Arbez keeping the top lane out. You at least have buyback on the Templar Assassin, which is probably going to be the most critical thing they have coming into this push. But MP just stands on the front lines with both Moonshine consumed as well as a double damage rune. Gabby doesn't want to go on that.
I mean, not like he needs the
Oh, the orb, it flies up. Kazu knows. They're waiting in the tree lines, and now Gabby jumps into Blink Crush. Called out Io as well, but the Hex, they keep the Witch Doctor out. No, D! It's over! It's over! Game 2 will go the way of Team Secret. Execration held on as long as they possibly could. They waited for any window, any opportunity to win this game, and one just never appeared. Flawless victory for Team Secret so far.
Yep, once again, Puppy's rotations in the early game just caused way too much problems, and I think that Execration has to be, realizing that there's something wrong with our early game. We need to dedicate our supports to, stop Puppy from doing his rotations. I felt like the Naga probably should have gone onto offlane to make sure Timber gets his first few levels safely. Like, the Naga did not accomplish anything at top.
Yep.
Like, Puck still got his farm against 3 heroes.
Second game in a row, we had that hero as well. I'm interested to see what changes up in game number 3. Can you stop the stampede of Team Secret? There's a bunch of panelists who may be able to give us an answer to that question.